Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of human muscles, which is way more fascinating than it sounds, I promise. Like, we all know muscles are important, right? They help us move and stuff. But there's a lot more to these fleshy levers than meets the eye. We're talking mind-blowing facts, things you probably didn't know about your own body, even though you've been carrying it around your whole life. We're going to be talking about everything from the strongest muscle you have, spoiler alert, it's not the one you think, to the tiniest muscles that are doing some seriously important work. So whether you're a fitness buff or just curious about how your body works, this video is for you. Get ready to flex your brain power as we uncover 16 mind-blowing facts about human muscles. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. This is some serious impress your friends at parties material. All right, let's kick things off with a number that might surprise you. Did you know that your body is home to over 600 muscles? That's right, over 600. It's like your body is a bustling metropolis, and each muscle is a specialized worker collaborating to keep everything running smoothly. You've got muscles for blinking, swallowing, breathing, walking, talking, and even just sitting here watching this video. We're talking a complex network of tissues working together in perfect harmony. It's kind of poetic when you think about it. And each of those 600 muscles is made up of bundles of fibers, kind of like strands of rope. And those fibers can contract and relax, which is what allows your muscles to move your bones and, well, do pretty much everything. It's like a finely tuned machine, only way more organic and way less metal. Now, let's talk about strength. When you think of the strongest muscle in the human body, you might picture a bodybuilder's bicep or maybe those massive quads on a marathon runner. But the truth is, the strongest muscle in your body is actually the masseter, or jaw muscle. Yeah! You heard that right. Your jaw muscle is a powerhouse. It's responsible for all that chewing and grinding you do, and it can generate an incredible amount of force. We're talking up to 200 pounds of force for some people. That's like biting down on a small dog with all your might. But don't worry, I'm not suggesting you go around testing your bite force on unsuspecting canines. The point is, your jaw muscle is a testament to the incredible power hidden within the human body. It's a reminder that even the seemingly mundane actions, like chewing your food, require some serious strength. Moving on from jaw-dropping strength to something more miniature. The smallest muscles in the human body are in the middle ear. These are the tensor tympani and the stapedius, crucial for hearing. They dampen loud sounds, protecting your ears. These muscles work even when you're sleeping. Appreciate these tiny titans next time you're at a concert. Let's move on to fact number 4. Okay, get ready for this next fact because it might make you rethink your next trip to the gym. Fact number 4. Muscles make up about 40% of your total body weight. That's right. Nearly half of what you see when you step on that dreaded scale is pure, unadulterated muscle. Now, before you start flexing in the mirror and bragging about your superhuman strength, remember that this includes all your muscles, not just the ones you show off at the beach. We're talking about the muscles you use to breathe, to digest your food, to blink your eyes, all the behind-the-scenes stuff that keeps you going. But still, 40% is a pretty impressive number, don't you think? It's a testament to the incredible power and complexity of the human body. And it's a good reminder that even if you don't have the physique of a Greek god or goddess, you're still walking around with a remarkable amount of muscle mass. So next time you're feeling down about your weight, just remember, you're basically a superhero in disguise. You've got muscles on your muscles. Now, let's talk about the largest muscle in your muscular arsenal. All right, folks, let's talk about the heavyweights. The gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in the human body. Your glutes aren't just for sitting or admiring in jeans. They propel you forward, upward, and help maintain good posture. Every step, climb, or stand engages your glutes. They extend and rotate your hip joint, stabilizing your pelvis. So next time, remember, you're rocking the largest muscle in your body. All right, nerd fighters, let's talk about facial expressions for a second. We've all been there, right? Monday morning, existential dread setting in, and you can practically feel your face turning into a concrete block. But here's a fun fact to brighten your day. It takes way fewer muscles to smile than it does to frown. 17 muscles to crack a smile versus 43 for a frown. That's like the universe telling you to chill out and enjoy the ride. And you know what? The universe is right. Smiling isn't just good for your social life, it's like a mini workout for your face. Think about it. Every time you smile, you're basically doing facial yoga. You're toning those zygomaticus major muscles. Yeah, I know, fancy name. And let's be real. Who doesn't want sculpted cheekbones? Plus, smiling releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that make everything seem a little bit brighter. So the next time you're feeling down, remember, smiling is basically the universe's way of giving you a free mood boost and a facial workout all in one. You're welcome. DFTBA. Smiles are like free therapy for your face. But have you ever thought about how muscles work? They're amazing machines that let us move, dance, and play. Muscles can only pull, never push. Think of them like one-way streets. So how do we move in complex ways? It's all about teamwork! Muscles work together, pulling on bones to create movement, and the coolest part? We don't even have to think about it. Let's give some love to the hardest working muscle in the entire human body, the heart. This fist-sized organ doesn't get nearly enough credit. Your heart is literally the engine that keeps you going. It works tirelessly day in and day out to pump blood throughout your body. That's a work ethic most CEOs could only dream of. Your heart beats about 100,000 times a day. That's over 3 billion times in an average lifetime. It's pumping oxygen-rich blood to every single cell in your body. And it does all of this without complaint. So, next time you're feeling tired, remember your amazing heart. Give thanks for this incredible organ. So you've been hitting the gym, feeling the burn and wondering how exactly are these muscles getting bigger? Well, my friends, it's not magic, although it might feel like it when you see those gains. It's science. Specifically, it's a process called hypertrophy. Think of your muscles like a construction site. When you work out, you're basically creating tiny tears in the muscle fibers. Don't worry. It's a good kind of damage. Your body, being the amazing machine it is, responds by saying, "Hold up, we need to reinforce this." And that's where hypertrophy comes in. Your body starts repairing those tiny tears, making the muscle fibers thicker and stronger than before. It's like adding more bricks to the wall, making it more resilient and able to handle heavier loads next time. So next time someone asks you how you got those guns, you can hit them with some science and say, "It's all thanks to hypertrophy, my friend." Let's talk about tongues, shall we? I mean, besides the fact that they can sometimes get us in trouble, foot-in-mouth situation, anyone? They're actually pretty amazing. Did you know your tongue is a complex structure made up of 8 different muscles? 8! That's more muscles than your bicep. These muscles work together in perfect harmony, allowing your tongue to move with incredible dexterity. Think about it. You can use your tongue to speak, eat, swallow, taste, and even sing, though the quality of the singing might be debatable. It's like an intricate dance happening in your mouth every time you move your tongue. And it's all thanks to those 8 little muscles working tirelessly behind the scenes. So, next time you're enjoying a delicious meal or nailing that tricky tongue twister, take a moment to appreciate the muscular marvel that is your tongue. All right, folks, let's talk about protein. No, not the boring kind you dreaded in high school biology. We're talking about the muscle-building, energy-boosting, all-around awesome nutrient that keeps our bodies going strong. You see, protein is like the building block of muscles. When you work out, you're essentially breaking down muscle tissue. That's right, all that sweating and grunting is actually causing tiny tears in your muscles. But don't freak out, that's a good thing. Because here's where protein comes in. It swoops in like a superhero and helps repair those tiny tears, making your muscles bigger and stronger. Think of it like this. If your muscles are a brick wall, protein is the mortar that holds everything together. So, if you're serious about building muscle and recovering properly after a workout, make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. Trust me, your muscles will thank you for it. Okay, so we've all heard the phrase muscle memory, but what does it actually mean? Well, it turns out it's not just some motivational saying, it's a real thing. like scientifically proven real deal. Essentially, when you learn a new movement, like riding a bike or playing a particular chord on the guitar, your brain and muscles are working together to create a neural pathway. Think of it like a path in the woods. The more you walk it, the clearer and more defined it becomes. The same thing happens with muscle memory. The more you repeat a movement, the stronger that neural pathway gets. And once that pathway is established, it's like riding a bike, right? You never really forget. You hop on and your body just seems to remember what to do. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. So, next time you're struggling to learn a new skill, don't give up. Remember, your muscles are learning too, and with enough practice, that movement will become second nature. We've all been there, right? That feeling of soreness, that deep ache in your muscles after a particularly tough workout. You know, the kind of soreness that makes you wince when you try to sit down or walk downstairs. Yeah, that's the lactic acid talking. So, what's happening in your muscles to cause this delightful sensation? Well, when you're working out, your muscles are using glucose for energy. And sometimes your body can't quite deliver oxygen to your muscles fast enough to keep up with the demand. That's when your body switches to anaerobic respiration, which, while effective, produces lactic acid as a byproduct. Now, lactic acid isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's actually a fuel source that your body can use. But when it builds up faster than your body can remove it, that's when you start to feel the burn. It's like your muscles are sending you a message. Okay, we've had enough, time for a break. The good news is that lactic acid buildup is temporary. Your body will eventually clear it out and the soreness will subside. In the meantime, you can help things along by staying hydrated, stretching, and maybe taking a nice hot bath. We don't often think about breathing, do we? It's just something our body does automatically, like blinking or digesting food. But have you ever stopped to consider what makes breathing possible? Well, it's all thanks to a large, dome-shaped muscle in your chest called the diaphragm. You see, the diaphragm is kind of like a biological bellows. When you inhale, the diaphragm contracts and flattens, creating more space in your chest cavity. This allows your lungs to expand and fill with air. And then when you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and returns to its dome shape, forcing the air out of your lungs. It's a pretty remarkable process when you think about it. And the diaphragm is the unsung hero of it all, working tirelessly day in and day out without ever taking a break. It's kind of poetic, really. This one muscle quietly and constantly ensuring that we can do the most essential thing for life: breathe. So next time you take a deep breath, take a moment to appreciate your diaphragm. It's a pretty amazing muscle, wouldn't you say? And here's a fun fact that's not so fun. You know how they say use it or lose it? Well, muscles take that motto very, very seriously. If you don't use your muscles regularly, they can actually atrophy. Atrophy is just a fancy word for shrinking. It's like your muscles are saying, hey, if you're not going to use me, I'm out of here. And this isn't just about looking good in a tank top, although that's a perk. Muscle atrophy can actually make it harder to do everyday things like carrying groceries or even just getting up from a chair. So, maybe skip the 6-hour Netflix binge and go for a walk around the block. Your muscles will thank you. But hey, speaking of things that can help your muscles, let's talk about stretching. We've talked about building muscles, feeding muscles, even the sad reality of muscle atrophy. But what about keeping those muscles limber and ready for action? That's where stretching comes in. Stretching is like giving your muscles a nice, relaxing massage after a hard day's work. It helps improve your flexibility, which is basically your muscles' ability to move through their full range of motion. And why is flexibility so important? Well, for starters, it can help prevent injuries. Think about it. A tight muscle is more likely to tear or strain when you're pushing yourself physically. Plus, stretching just feels good. It's like a mini yoga session for your body. So next time you're feeling stiff or stressed, take a few minutes to stretch it out. Your muscles will be like, oh, that's the stuff. Well, there you have it. 16, or should I say 18, mind-blowing facts about those amazing movers and shakers we call muscles. From the mighty masseter to the tireless heart, our bodies are capable of some pretty incredible things. So the next time you're hitting the gym, or just flexing your fingers on the keyboard, take a moment to appreciate the complex and fascinating world of muscles. It's a world full of power, resilience, and yes, even a little bit of weirdness. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed these muscle facts, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Stay strong, and we'll see you next time.